Hey, good morning, everyone. We're live from Houston. Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. We're live from Houston, Texas. This is Tuesday, October 9th, and this is show number 111. Thank you so much for being patient. I know it's easier when the show's on at the same time every day, but today I just couldn't. There was no way. So here I am at 2 in the afternoon Central Time, and I'm happy you showed up. It's good to see you. If you're enjoying these shows, please give them a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And if it's your first time here at Captain Housekeeper, please subscribe to the Captain Housekeeper YouTube channel. One thing I've noticed over the last 3 days, and I just wanted to kind of point it out, is there has been a YouTube app update every day for the last 3 days. So if you're having any issues with freezing or comments not working or anything like that, please always check your app in the morning because YouTube updates it frequently, and that's often the cause of it freezing up. So I don't want you to miss out. I'm glad you're here. I'm in the new living room. I rearranged. This sofa is supposed to have cushions, so when I lay back, it's like, but they're in a box somewhere on a truck. Yesterday, you could see I sponged all the walls yesterday with the top coat. And if you missed out, I had painted them all, and it looked kind of like a dark gray. I did a live feed, remember, and you got to watch me paint this room that I'm in, actually. But everyone was saying, oh, it's darker than I thought you were going to do it. Well, when you do a technique like surface design, like sponging or anything like that, you always choose the color you want it to look like in the end. And of course, I wanted a lighter color, so that's the effect we got. I'm very happy with it. I also went live yesterday just for about 5 minutes in the afternoon to show you how I do the sponging technique. So if you missed out on that, check out the playlist of live videos. That's where I stuck it, and you can see what I did. I'm very, very happy with it. Okay, the walls are done because I needed to get those done before furniture arrived today. But they're not quite finished because I'll point it out. If you look right here, that's the corner of the room. And what I usually do is I go back in and I cut a piece of the sponge off so that it's just kind of small. And I'll go in and I'll just touch up those corners so that, there's not like a dark, unfinished seam in every corner. Or I might just think it's a technique that looks really cool. No, I'll probably go in there and touch it all up. But I didn't need to do that before the furniture arrived. So anyway, I got my comments on my iPad today because this is the first time in the room and half the furniture is still on a truck in the driveway. So I'm good to see. I saw some people are here. Captain Cindette took her lunch late just so she could watch the show. I appreciate that so much. Please eat something though, because nobody likes, being hungry in the afternoon. Captain Charles is here. Captain DJ, hello Captain DJ. Captain Cindy, hello Cindy. Yes, I am really live now, Cindy. I'm alive. It's because this morning I couldn't go live at the regular time, which is I know when you work. So good morning, Captain Karen. Good to see you too. Hola, April. How are you? It's good to see you all. I'm so glad you're here in the afternoon with me. 10 people here. It's good to see you all. I'm glad you're here. So what happened was after I finished painting last night, I got the dogs. I thought I was going to be able to finish up like those corners and stuff, but I was just too tired. It's a lot of work to paint. It really is. Even with that job offer I got, I didn't feel energized to completely finish, but I painted well into the evenings. Thank you, Cindette. Cindette says the walls are lovely. I appreciate that. I'm very, very happy with how they turned out. Oh look, Captain Maxine's here. It's raining in Houston. It's pouring here in, oh, you know what? It's not raining where I'm at. It might be raining on the other side of town. I don't know. I know we were supposed to get rain today, but it's sunny here. Here, if I turn the camera, you can see out into the carport. Oh, look, there's people working. So this morning at 11:30, bright and early, a couple trucks pulled up with all my stuff that I haven't had for weeks now. And so I did it. I pulled the trigger. I bit the bullet. And I swapped all the rooms around. So now officially, because of how it's ended up, officially What was the family room with the fireplace and the bar is gonna be my bedroom. I'm very excited about this swapping. So the room I'm in right now used to be the bedroom, and now it's going to be the living room. So I have the sofa. Maybe if I turn it, you'll be able to see my silly, ridiculous. Oh, look, there's the monitor. Can you see it? If I turn around, there's the TV. Oh, look, you can see my reflection. So, I have a feeling that once this room is set up, this is where I'm going to do a lot of the live shows because it's very comfortable and it feels very quiet from the road noise and all that. So, and the natural lighting, I love it. So, I have a feeling I'll be doing it from in here. So, yeah, I swapped the rooms. So, what used to be a studio, where I used to shoot those studio shots, is now going to be a library / guest bedroom. Because I like to have a guest bedroom. I like to have people come visit. And of course, nothing says I don't want you to visit by saying there's no place for you to sleep. So I had to have a guest bedroom. So I'm much happier knowing that I have a place in case loved ones want to come visit me. And it's going to be nice because I moved all the bookcases that were kind of around the house. And I moved them all into one room and kind of lined that whole room with pretty bookcases. So it'll be fun because it'll be like a library. I moved my little piano in there. I have a little keyboard piano. So it's going to be fun. It'll be like a den until people visit, and then it will be there. And the thing about that room, I don't know if you remember, I told you, it's adjacent to a bathroom. It's en suite, as they say. So when the guests do come, they'll have their own little bathroom, which is always nicer. When people get up in the middle of the night and go to the little boys or girls' room, the dogs bark at them because they don't know who they are. So this will be better for everybody. And then what used to be the living room is going to be the dining room now. But what I did is, because I wasn't sure how the swapping was going to go, I arranged with this company that they did not unpack any of the boxes. So what's going to be the dining room is literally floor to ceiling boxes. I can hear them still putting some out there. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'll take some pictures of, once they're all unloaded, how it all turned out. Because that room, you can't even walk. You can walk around the island of boxes. What I did do, though, is I made them find the box that had the sofa cushions. Otherwise, you can't really, the way this is angled, you can't really sit on it. So let's see who else came in. Captain Sindet said, interesting TV stand. Is that your creation? I got it at IKEA. And it actually used to be in my studio. I bought it to do demonstrations on. And the sawhorses that are the legs, they actually adjust. And I have another one exactly like it that I use for my computer desk. And I have it adjusted so high I can stand at the desk. So I really, really like them. And they weren't that expensive at all. And I like, they're beige, they're creamy. They're real bright and cheery. But I like that I could adjust it. So if that TV's not at the right height, I actually could adjust it up at least another foot, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I'm glad you like it. Captain Kathy says, I have been quietly watching your renovations because I love everything about House and Home. I don't usually publicly chat, but you deserve a round of applause. Oh, Captain Kathy, that's so sweet. Thank you very much. I tell you what, Captain Kathy, it has tried my patience. It's hard when your life gets turned upside down. I mean, I've had renovations done to the outside of the house. I did have the kitchen renovated a few years ago, but I didn't have dogs yet. But this time around, all the living areas, my studio where I work and my bedroom and the living room were all emptied out and completely torn up. So it was really, really a very intense experience, but the results are so worth it. Oh my gosh, the floors are beautiful. I got to swap the rooms around, and now it's kind of more the way I want it, and I love how bright and cheery it is. So thank you for the kudos, Captain Kathy. It was well worth it. I will continue to put more photos up as things get put into place too. Captain Sindet asked a very loaded question. She said, did you miss anything that was packed away? Absolutely not. And that's another reason why I said don't unpack it, because I'm going to unpack it and just keep what I really, really want. There's so much, all the years, I'm 51 now, you collect stuff along the way. And, it's funny, I was talking to the head of this company that moved the stuff in and out. They're not a moving company. They do like emergency restoration work, so usually somebody's house got water damage or something, which mine did. And they come out and move the stuff out so restoration can be done. But I was talking to the head of the company today. He stopped by this morning, and I was kind of telling him that the reason why we're not unpacking is I don't want all that stuff anymore. And he said, you wouldn't believe how many people say the exact same thing. And I was thinking about it. What happened was they emptied the house out. All of a sudden, it was right back to the house that I very first looked at before I bought it. It's big, it's empty, endless possibilities of what I could do with it as far as decorating it and living in it. So it kind of like re-energized that feeling of it being a new home to live in. So I'm very excited about unpacking with the eye of I'm not going to keep just everything just because I picked it up on vacation somewhere. I'm going to keep what I actually love, what really makes me happy to look at, and, take pictures of everything else and make a photo album. That's a really good way. I mean, do you really, really need that little figurine or something you picked up on vacation? Or what if you took a picture of it and put it in a photo album and you could just look at it in the photo album? Still going to make you remember the trip, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to simplify. Captain Maggie's here. Hello, Captain Maggie. It's good to see you. Captain Maxine. Let's see. Oh, Captain Maggie says, I'm so proud of you. Now I need to do the same. Thank you very much, Captain Maggie. I'm very kind of proud of myself, too, because, you got to hold it together when you're the head of the household. I'm the captain of this house, and there are dependents like dogs and cats, etc. And not only do all these renovations and everything have to be done, all this fixing and everything, plus the painting and getting ready, but people still needed to be fed, and groceries and laundry and all those things that I was normally doing as captain of the house. I had to keep doing those, right? So yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. You got to make a lot of to-do lists. I had a lot of to-do lists going so I wouldn't miss anything, because that was a lot of stuff. Good morning, Captain Angela. It's good to see you. Good news for us in Texas. Apparently it's supposed to start cooling off this week a little bit. So overnight lows will be below 70 finally. That's when it starts getting nice. So anyway, what I've been doing all day, the reason why I had to move the show up to this afternoon is I've had to direct them in which rooms to put everything because I swapped it out. If I hadn't done that, they had drawings and photos, and they would have known exactly where everything, because they would have put everything back and unpacked it. It would have been just like it was before. So, but since I did that, I've had to be kind of like an air traffic controller. Got to, kind of point where everything goes, but it's been fun to watch everything come to life. So that's what I've been up to, everyone. And I can hear them working still. They're on the final push. So I am going to get back out there and join the crew, and hopefully we can wrap this up, because I need to go grocery shopping. I won't even tell you what I ate for lunch just now. It wasn't a meal. Let's put it that way. It was just stuff I found in the bottom of the pantry. So anyway, I have to do that too. So thanks for stopping in. Tomorrow, I get to tell you the following is I have an appointment in the morning, so the show is going to be once again in the afternoon, probably around 2 p.m. So if this works out for you, good news. Tomorrow, we're going to do it all again in the afternoon, but that's okay. I hope you don't mind. I really appreciate your patience. And Captain Kathy, since you don't usually talk, Captain Kathy, I'm looking at you. Just because you're in charge of your house doesn't mean you have to do everything, Kathy. Automate and delegate whenever possible. Sindet's saying arg because now she has to eat her lunch late again tomorrow. And say it with me, everyone. No matter what life throws at you, no matter what happens to your favorite podcast being moved to the afternoon one day, I have the ability to make this a fantastic day. Okay, I love you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow, right around the same time, about 2 p.m. Central Time. Bye-bye.